Welcome back, fans and friends. For this upcoming video, I have, as you can see there, that is the, I believe it is the GL Muscle Series 26 or 27 Ford Mustang Mach 1. So, as you know, the Mach 1 replaced both the GT350 and the GT500 in Ford's lineup. The last of the V8 versions of the car, I believe. I'm not sure, but I'll just spam that and you can just see there the lovely engine. Why do I bring that up is, even though this is not my favorite, let's just say, decorative version of the car, nice clear see-through plastic windows, you have rear view mirrors, you have Mach 1, as well as Hearst, which is the coloration of the car. Not a terrible one, but not my favorite one. I'd rather have the SDP or the Gulf oil version of the car. Anyway, Mustang Mach 1 is going to counter today, as I brought it up in the last video. And for those of you who are wondering what I did with it, I put in this thing. That's why it's not dusty. You can see there, the dust that should have been on the car is on, in fact, this cheap. It's relatively cheap from Amazon. It's like 23 bucks for like 50 of them. I've bought 3 of them now, so 60, and I've only ever had one that literally just unraveled and was unusable. So that's not a bad deal. Anyway, I'm not talking about the plastic containers unless you want to message me. That's fine. But you can actually find them off of Amazon. Anyway, focus of this video is this, the 2024 Mustang from Ford, the GT version of the car. So we will be comparing it to that Mach 1. Once again, the showroom floor version of the car from Greenlight, as we saw in the last one, Series 7, the Dodge Challenger version of the car. And you have their limited edition die-cast metal, 14 plus. It contains one die-cast vehicle, but we will not know that until we look at the back. And there we have the idealized version of the car with the lifted spoiler, which is nice because the Dodge one was horrible. And so there you have that. And then onto the back. Once again, I brought this up, pen and pad paper, really nice, the clipboard. Showroom floor with the 2 wheels, Series 7. And it is in fact the exact same date as that Dodge Challenger. Probably not the same factory, but close enough, it seems. Anyway, concerning all the information you have there, and once again, just North American manufacturers, Jeep not wanting to be associated with Dodge. And then it contains one die-cast vehicle, all stuff we have seen before. So, I ranted and raved about that Dodge Challenger from the last video. Its major failing is, like I said, I have a Dodge Charger with an opening hood. The 2018. I have a Scat Pack with an opening hood, also from 2019. Both better than that, simply because you are getting not only the rear mirrors, side mirrors, sorry, but you are also getting the opening hood, which the price hasn't gone up. So what they've done, literally, like everything else, you're paying more, you're getting less. Deal with it. Anyway, here's the Ford Mustang GT. You can just see there. I do like the spoiler. Once again, is that going to save the car? Good news. So you see the cutouts for the hood. I do believe it opens, but I will obviously, because I don't do clickbait, so I will waste your time talking when I shouldn't be talking about the car. So there we have it. It does not want to release. Or perhaps, oh, that sucks if it's damaged in some way and doesn't want to open. And I'm going to have to do the video with this thing attached. That sucks. So, I don't know. I think it might be broken. No, it just doesn't want to come out. I don't want to swear or yell. Alright, so did the Dodge Challenger, which is right here. So we'll quickly do that, I guess, before I completely destroy this Ford Mustang, trying to tear it loose from the... So, yeah, that's... they do stack. Look at that. They do stack. So fans and friends, you now have a way to use vertical space. Good. That is great, because in fact I did not bring up the fact that it's like M2 now, closer to M2, where you do get some sort of you see there the indents. I did not see that because I didn't have more than one open, but it appears that you see there they even lock in place. I don't know how high you can stack them. Like I only have 2, so I'm not gonna show you like 15 stacked properly. But there we have it. So that's the good news. The bad news is this: while this Dodge was really easy to get out, like look, and then it's loose. I guess I'll show you instead of just look, comes right out. And then to put it back, you just go like that, and it is now locked in place. Well, not locked, but it is more in place. It is better actually than the M2 with the screws. Maybe, I don't know. But unfortunately, this Ford Mustang does not want to separate, and I don't want to completely destroy the car. I guess the video, as you see there, where it says lock and release. So we turn it like this. Maybe I turned it the wrong way. Nope, does not want to surrender the car. That's what did I break? Like I'm 4 years old. All right, there you have lock, there you have release. We now have it on release. I will deal with that off camera. I know I talk a lot. Maybe it's because it's things I like. Anyway, so I have bad news, but we'll get to that at the end. I have very bad news. Anyway, there's the front of it. You have showroom floor on the license plate, which is amazing because very often you do not get anything on the Greenlight license plate. You do occasionally, like M2. Sometimes you don't. So the bad news is, by the way, hood doesn't open. So we'll get into that. Anyway, left-hand drive, you can clearly see into the cabin. You have there, I guess that's the display. Wipers etched into the windshield and painted black. Also nice touch. Border of the window painted black. Stripes down the middle. Great. Speakers for the sound system. Radio aerial. 2 side rear view mirrors. Ford right in the middle of the grille. You have lights 3D painted on. Ink printed, whatever you want to call it. And the license plate on to the left side, gas cap on the right side, and you have, I believe, 5.0, which is the literage of the engine, which is, I'm not going to say anything about it. Anyway, 5.0, that's the maximum to go now. No more 5.6s or 6 liter. Wheels, for the first time in a while, not wanting to be on the, tires not wanting to be on the wheels. I do like the gold accents, very nicely done. Certainly better than the Mach 1s. Unfortunately, the Mach 1 has a serious advantage I've already brought up. Nice and free-flowing wheels, also nice. And the headrests also reaching nearly to the roof of the cabin. So, not for tall people. Steering, you can just see there into the cabin, all the dials and stuff. So I believe that is the screen. Obviously, the doors have never opened on a Greenlight. I don't know why I tried. Do people like this exhaust system better than the Dodge? I don't know, but I think I do like the Dodge one better. And strangely enough, nothing on the rear license plate. Standard lights, I do like these. These are one of the, I want to say iconic, but also one of my favorite things about the Ford Mustang. It's segmented where the lights will actually, the 1, 2, and 3, whatever direction it's turning in. Really good. Anyway, GT in the middle, nothing on the license plate, really stupid. They could have put showroom floor. Anything else, like why would you do it on the front and then not on the back? And they even went like the extra step to put a front license plate on it, which is not American law in most states. So, I mean, it's just weird. Anyway, favorite part of the car then will be the spoiler. You can just see there all the attachment points, really nicely done. And I don't know if it's better than the Mach 1. We'll just say it is, even if it's not. Anyway, right side, same as the left side, except for the gas cap. There's the 5.0, turning lights, all that other fun stuff. But yeah, you see it's cut out-ish. It's indented. Unfortunately, it does not open. I will dismantle this thing. Yeah, you see there, I'm going to tear this thing apart. And it does not open. So therefore, the Mach 1 in the background is a better release. Anyway, underside. We have a strange undercarriage of this car. Is it better than the previous one? You don't see any transfer case, no transmission, still a rear-wheel drive car. But unfortunately, they've added all this. By the way, these are the pins, the guide pins. I apologize in the Dodge Challenger video. They are not for no reason. They are, in fact, the guide pins. And you have there, Greenlight 2024, made in China. And 02441 is the limited edition number. I don't remember seeing one on the back of this package. So therefore, you cannot match it up, which is a shame. They used to do that. They don't do it now anymore. So I guess deal with it. And 2024 Ford Mustang. Even though it says GT on the package, it does not say GT on the underside. And so the casting, I want to say is the same year, even though it's a 2024 vehicle. So this is literally, I believe, the last generation of the car. You have, like I said, the standard. We already know that. The rubber on plastic for the wheels. Undercarriage. I do like the mufflers better on the newer one, but everything else is subpar, which kind of sucks. So, fans and friends, if you were a fan of the Greenlight opening hoods, like I was, I have bad news. They don't open it anymore, so you're just gonna have to say, well, it's not my fault. Don't buy them if you don't want to buy them. The car does look okay. Like, it would have been, how much better would it have been if you could do this, right? And so what I think Greenlight's mentality is now, obviously you can see they've kept the pins in the same place for stamping it together. The front splitter is not an additional piece, so they've reduced costs with that kind of stuff. And so there you're going to have to decide, is it really worth? It might just be the newer cast. They might still have re-releases of the older casts, but they're heading in the same direction everybody else is going. They're cutting costs, and how they're doing that is they're giving you less metal, less working metal, less display, everything else. Like, the cars up here is pretty similar. They are a generation away, but they think giving you this new locking system, which isn't terrible, but unfortunately it would just be so much better if it was a better vehicle inside. And you could say, well, who cares? You know, you're going to stick that thing in there and then never touch it again. Yeah, but you're going to stick it in there and never touch it again. And you're going to say, well, you know what would have been nice if you were displaying it and the hood opened. Okay, so, and this one does not wobble as much as the Challenger. I mean, Ford owners can comment down below if that's true or not. And I did not clearly put them facing the same direction. Typical North American manufacturers. But there you have it. So, fans and friends, you do get vertical space usage, much more efficiently with the new Greenlights. Unfortunately, you actually get less for your money. I brought this up in the last video. I guess buyer beware. If you really like the vehicle, you don't care, the hood opens, that's fine. Perfectly fine. But if you're saying to yourself, wow, you can get this for 8 cents, and while it doesn't perfectly fit the car, obviously, is it worth you getting actually less from the manufacturer? Anyway, that's it for this video. It's Tom is from Toronto. Thanks for watching, and to the next one.